We've been part of the pilot process with the In-Folio software, and what we've been asked to do is to look at it and how we would use it with our students and get them to use it. It's been a fantastic experience, I have to say, and the students have embraced it and really gone with it.
Over the last few months we've been trialling the In-Folio programme with a variety of students to see what it might be able to offer them. And it's been particularly useful in physiotherapy, where students are able to actually visually represent what's required of them. That's helpful communicating it to others as well. It's useful because we rely quite heavily on multimedia use here, but it's not always quite so easy to share that with others. So again, it offers us the platform where a variety of people can access it at the student's choice.
I think one of the great things with the In-Folio is that instead of clips or multimedia or evidence, I suppose, being loaded into a folder for a department to then go and update into the e-portfolio system at a later stage, I think with the In-Folio it could just be done in real time, and students can do it themselves. Just upload stuff. So I think it would be a much more sort of fluid and working system.
Everybody likes to be a director or a producer, and we use and collect so much evidence of students, video and photographic and audio as well, which I think a lot of it got lost in the past, especially with the difficulties about editing multimedia, about video footage especially. Where nowadays it's so easy and it's such a great motivator for them to come back, get the video off, edit it down, and then actually be able to showcase it and showcase their work.
Yeah, I could put some videos of everything what I'm doing, people and everyone else, and sort of things we get up to at college.
The students' main benefit for them, I think, is the satisfaction of doing it themselves. It's the excitement of being able to take it all the way through, the footage that they take when they're out and about, to come back, to download it onto their home areas, and to then go into their portfolio and actually put it into a presentation format that's permanent, they can show to somebody.
I think that the use of multimedia with our student group is particularly important for several reasons. Partly because they're not always able to communicate effectively themselves those achievements that they've made. So multimedia is one way that they can show that quite easily.
I would like to show you my e-folio on the internet.
Excellent. So, as you can see, Gavin uses a communicator.
The e-folio will be useful for when I want to introduce myself to new people in the future.
So that was one of the main things you thought of, wasn't it? If you went to a new place, new carers maybe, new member of staff, you can tell them that you've got an e-folio, you can tell them where to find it, you can tell them how to get into it, and Gavin will choose who those people are that have access to this information.
It also gives them ownership of any activity or any achievement. They can share it with their friends, their family, important others. It's a way of providing evidence of their achievements, and it's just fun to use as well. And I think sometimes if you're having to be reliant upon others for quite a lot of your activities, it's nice when you can take control of them yourself.
In the past, all our tracking of progress and achievement has been much more management and administration centered. I think that the e-portfolios are allowing the students to take control of their own learning, as well as take ownership of their progress. And so it's a much more learner-centered means of them recording their achievements and progress, and that in itself is highly motivational.
I put on the portfolio my departments, all about me, my hobbies and what I'd like to do in the future.
This is a platform that students are used to and that aspire to. They're growing up in a digital age, and they're growing up surrounded by Web 2, Web 3 technologies. They want to be part of it.
My e-portfolio was just to remind us all about what we do in college when we leave, because we can actually look at it on the website website somehow after we've left, and we can also put changes on it so that the staff and everybody will be so they can see what we're doing.
It's a huge impact on the confidence. In fact, we're finding students that are perhaps a little bit more quiet or reticent are demanding that their personal tutors have a look at their e-portfolios. They now are demanding, and I really stress the word demanding, that we even put unfinished products on disc so that they can take them home to show their parents. And so just pure confidence in what they're doing.
We've introduced person-centred planning approaches here over the last couple of years, and I think the e-folio is going to be a fantastic way for us to present some of the, or help students present some of the information about themselves that they might want to share with other people. We'd like them to record something about their social circle, who the people are that's important to them, their circle of support, about the places they like to go, the things they like to do, things they don't like to do, and what motivates them, what their hopes are for the future. And I think the e-folio's got the scope for them to record all those in any way they want to.
I enjoy using that in-folio, and it's a good way to look at what you as a person, what you like and what you don't like and what you enjoy doing.
It's a great opportunity for our learners to express themselves in formal situations that they might find difficult. It's another way of them actually keeping hold of digital media as well.
It was very easy to use. I put a lot of pictures on there and stuff, and it's very easy.
And it's been really, really useful to see learners actually creating their own in-folios, having different ideas to me as well.
And I put pictures on there of babies, but given that babies.
I think that we're going to use more and more video evidence, generally. I think we need to, especially for learners who aren't on accredited frameworks, where it's difficult to show progression. I think using it with In-Folio as a record of achievement will be amazing, but also using it with other systems such as DataBridge, our management information system, and attaching small videos as evidence there will be fantastic for inspections.
Over the last year, we've developed a media pathway to run alongside the other vocational pathways, and the reason for that is because students have asked us, they've told us that they want to create more films, they want to make music, and they want more experience, and giving them opportunities to work in the media industry. That's quite difficult, but what we can do is give them the skills to make films, to make their own music, to edit it, and that's what we've been trying to do, and that's where the In-Folio really fits perfectly with what we've been doing. They have made their own films, their own documentaries about their interests and hobbies, about their own needs, their own transitional needs. And so we can put those on the In-Folio for the future so that it can be shared with other institutions, other carers, other potential employers even. So for us, it's a really brilliant tool that can be used in the future for those students, and it's not going to get lost in that transitional time of when they've left college and when they've gone home. So it's going to be there forever.
It's been very good for me because you get to put information that you want on there, like information about your family, what you enjoy doing in your spare time, and also your contact details as well, like your mobile number, your house number, your address. So, and it's perfectly safe as well. So you know which, what sorts of people will be looking at it.
The most interesting thing was you could upload your pictures and photographs on, and make it your own instead of people having to say, oh, you can't do that, you can't put a video on there, and it was really nice just to have a go on it and see what we could do on it.
Well, I really hope this is the beginning of a much wider use, and that also much wider student participants in making their own portfolios, their own CVs, putting their own files of evidence together, and that they really will enable them to take this away with them and keep on building. We're certainly hoping to push it out to our school and to start building portfolios from as early on as possible, so that it does become a lifelong learning showcase of what the student has done, will be doing, hope to be doing, and that they can take that away with them. So from that point of view, I just think it's a absolutely brilliant tool for the students to use.